What's going on, guys? It is Shay here. Welcome back to another video, and today, everybody, welcome back to another tier list video today. I figured that I'd go ahead and do one of these before I go ahead and do all the other stuff I have to do around the house before I ultimately have to work my first night shift at my new job. And also, if I sound tired, it's because I am a little bit. I woke up, got out of the bed no less than about close to an hour ago. But it took me like damn near like 30 to 45 minutes to get out of the bed, so. Yeah, but I'm up now, and we're gonna do this tier list of a solo project, from one of System of a Down's members, which is indeed the lead singer, Serj Tankian. This is of his first album, the first and my personal favorite album from him, Elect the Dead. We're gonna go ahead and jump straight into this, dude, because I actually did not know, first off, I did not know that, that this tier list was up here, so which leads me to believe that they at least have Scars on Broadway up here with, their two albums, which is Darren's solo project, the guitarist and backing vocalist, and of course the guy who made System in general. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump straight into this. So with that being said, let's begin. So the first song that we have here is Empty Walls, which is indeed the first song off of the album, and also the first single that was released from this album before, of course, the album was released. Empty Walls is an okay song. I'm not really a big fan of it, and if I'm correct, it is Serj's most popular song from his solo albums or from his solo projects, or from any of his solo projects, I just say, with Lie 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 coming right behind that. But Empty Walls, it's an okay song. I mean, I don't really have much to say about it. It's just that it's okay. It's just that it's not one of my favorites. Definitely not one of my favorites because I just don't really like it. So we're just gonna put this up here at a B tier. So the next song that we have here is Praise the Lord and Pass the Ammunition, which is the exact opposite of Empty Walls, with Empty Walls not being one of my favorites. Praise the Lord and Pass the Ammunition is my favorite song off of the album, with the next song on the list coming in right behind it. Praise the Lord and Pass the Ammunition. Okay. Let's get into this. Praise the Lord and Pass the Ammunition. I remember when I first heard the song, something clicked in my head. Something really, really clicked into my head when I first started listening to the song. And that was how, okay, God fucking forgive me for saying this, and other people, I'm really sorry for saying this one. I know the song has like a not dark meaning, but, it's of course has a meaning to it. But the song just sounds so fucking sexy to me. The song sounds, I think it's because of the way Serj is singing is what really gets me with the song. I don't know, the way he sings in this song, he takes the whole fucking thing, man. I don't know what else to say. The song, the song is I don't know, it's just the way Serj sings turns me on. Let's just fucking say it, dude. We're going to get that out there. Christ. It just turns me on for some reason. It's just the way he sings, I guess the chorus. My goodness, dude. I've never heard him sing like this before. Which is another reason why Elect the Dead is one of my favorite albums my favorite album from him, so. But yeah, dude, you already know where this has to fucking go. All the way up at the next tier. So the next song that we have here is Beethoven's Cunt, which is if I'm correct, the second to last song off of the album. And is my second favorite my second favorite song off of the album. I don't know, Beethoven's Cunt, it was originally my favorite song off of the album, but Praise the Lord and Pass the Ammunition took that spot. I think that's before I heard, that song. I'm getting tired of saying the whole title. But yeah, Beethoven's Cunt is definitely an interesting one. I don't really know what the song's about. I like the live version of the song more. The live version of Beethoven's Cunt is more energetic. And I will say this. No, within earlier shows, a year after Elect the Dead's release, and, with live shows that Serj had put on, it seemed like a lot of songs from, from Elect the Dead were sang in, the style of System. With the screaming at certain parts of the song, what is it? In the Elect the Dead Symphony, I do know that he sang Lie Lie Lie. At the end, he, did a little scream. He went all System of a Down style without, while not at a System concert. But Beethoven's Cunt is also like that in the live shows. But sadly, it's not like that in the studio version. But don't get me wrong, the studio version is also fucking great. Um, and not to mention that in live shows, Beethoven's Count and a lot of songs on the album are played in different tunings, which makes it, to me, sounds a whole lot better. I don't know, dude. We're gonna go ahead and move this straight up to an 8, or S tier, I meant. No, fuck that A tier. So the next song that we have here is Like the Dead, which is the last song off of the album, the technical last song. So, Like the Dead, I did not really like the song at first, but I do know sometime later, I remember, okay, little story time here. One day my brother went to go get his hair cut by somebody, and around that area is where my old house was, which was of course not in the city that we're staying in now. It was in the other city. I went there because technically it was three houses actually that were my old house, but it was, I will say, the third house that stood out the most to me. And I remember I sat on the porch and I played Like the Dead. And I'm thinking, maybe I really underestimated this song. Like, the song is beautiful, dude. Like, Like the Dead is really fucking beautiful. And I don't really know what else to say about this song. Like, I would assume the song, of course, Like the Dead. I mean, from what I gather about the song, it's about death. You know how death would pretty much follow us wherever. Or, no, not pretty much. It follows us everywhere we go, even of course when we least expect it and all that shit. But that's all I'm gathering from it. I don't really know if that even is true. But Like the Dead is a beautiful song, dude, and it's almost made me cry in a couple of cases. I think if somebody were to play the song at the right moment, at the right time, will probably make me shed a couple tears, dude, because Like the Dead is a really beautiful song. S tier. No, a S tier. So the next song that we have here is Blue, which is a bonus song on, I think, either a reissue or maybe it's just a hidden song on Like the Dead, because I've been wanting to get the Like the Dead album for a long time, man, and I do plan on getting it still. But I don't know if the song is a hidden song on the album or if it's a bonus track that was featured on maybe reissues of the album. But Blue was actually, and for those who do not know this, and I'm pretty sure a lot of fans who are like a lot of fans who are okay, let me reiterate this. A lot of people who are fans of Serj's solo projects may know that Blue was originally a unfinished System of a Down demo back, if I'm correct, in 1995. Either that or it was 1997, sometime before they had released their self-titled album. And Blue sounded a lot different. Well, it just sounded more metal, of course, back then, but now it sounds more of folk and Serj's style. And I assume Serj had written Blue back then. I assume he had wrote the song, especially if he rewrote it here and all that shit. Blue is an okay song. I don't really like the song. It's okay. But this is one of the 3 bonus tracks of Like the Dead. So because of that, I'm going to put this at a B tier. And the next song that we have here is The Reverend King, or Reverend King, I should say. I'm not really familiar with this song. I heard this maybe once or twice, but I don't remember how the song goes. Hang on, let me go listen to it right quick. Okay, well, I now know what the Reverend King sounds like. Alright, I just listened to the song, and, because I really don't know what the Reverend King sounds like, so I just had to go listen to it for a second. And from what I gathered from it, from the little bit I listened to it, first off, Serj screams a lot in that song, and it really brings me back to, like, Mesmerize, Hypnotize era of System. Or that's what the vibes I'm getting from. And it just sounds like the Dead, but with more screaming, and with Serj being a little bit more, like, louder with his singing. Like, that's literally what the Reverend King sounds like. Well, in that case, I didn't really like the song. We're gonna put this at a B tier. So the next song that we have here is Falling Stars, which is, if I'm correct, the final bonus song for the Like the Dead album. Falling Stars, I'd rather listen to this than the other 2 songs. I don't know. It has more of a, more of the rock feel to it, which of course I really do love. So I don't really have much to say about it. B tier. The next song that we have here is The Unthinking Majority, which is the second song off of the album, and was also at first one of my favorite, and technically still is one of my favorites, but it was up there being like the top 3 as one of my favorites, but now it sits at like 7th place. So yeah, The Unthinking Majority is an okay song. But I don't know. I think I kind of like what is it, like, overplayed the song a little bit too much when I was getting into Serj's solo project. So you already know where it's gonna have to go. Why did my phone just go off? So the next song that we have here is Money, which is the third song off the album. And Money is an interesting song. This song is also a very good song, and if not better live than it is on the studio version. I don't know. Something about, Money, I don't know. It's an okay song. And it just sounds more like, it's a relatively fast song too, in terms of like, the speed and like the chorus and shit like that, because it doesn't start for like, what, 15 seconds or like 20 seconds or some shit like that in the studio version. Um, but other than that, Money is an okay song. We're gonna put this at an A tier. The next song that we have here is Feed Us, which is the fourth song off of the album. And one of my personal favorites, of course, from the album. Feed Us is phenomenal, dude. And I've seen somebody do a guitar cover of the song, and oh my goodness, I really underestimated the guitar, in the song. Like, my goodness, the fucking, it's so crazy, dude. Like, wow. And also the song itself is just beautiful. And I also kind of had this assumption about the song a while back, and if anybody, Christ, let me slow down. For anybody who does not know really the meaning behind Feed Us, I mean, so of course, as with most songs off of Like the Dead, it's a song about how, people, or I assume people during wars and stuff like that, are starved, or, don't have much food, and, people, and, the people who are in charge of their area don't really get, like, can't really give them much food and shit like that. Like, like, pretty much whenever, like, I don't know, the military or the government during wars and those kind of countries, when they have to feed those people, they're just like, fuck it, just go ahead and kill them or some shit like that. I don't know if my explaining's all that great about the song, but Feed Us is definitely a good song. And one line, or one line from the song really sticks out to me, with that line being "Stars Look Out." I don't know why. It's just that it just sticks out to me like a sore thumb for some reason, dude. I don't know why, but it just really, really sticks out to me. Just hearing him say, excuse me, just hearing him say, like, "Stars Look Out." I don't know. Feed Us is gonna go, of course, on an S tier. So the next song that we have here is "Saving Us," which is, if I'm correct, this is the fifth song off the album. So for the next two songs, I'm gonna go off and say that they're not really my favorites. Not really. They aren't my favorites, really. But they also aren't terrible at all. I really do like Saving Us, though. I'd rather listen to this song than I listen to Sky Is Over. I heard my other phone go off. But Saving Us is gonna go in an A tier. Same with Sky Is Over. Actually, we're gonna put Sky Is Over at a B tier. So the next song that we have here is Baby, which is, I have a lot of things to say about this. I remember when I first heard Baby, I overplayed this song like crazy, dude. Like, I played this song so much. And I also made a little art piece to the song by playing it over and over and over and over again up until I was done with said art piece. I'm not going to mention it. Want to fucking see it, go on my Instagram and see it. The song should automatically play when you see the fucking post. But this song it's actually a relatively far cry from any other song off the album. It's not about war. It's not about fucking it's not political or anything. Like, it's more of just, like, a boyfriend and a girlfriend, like, they miss each other or some shit like that. That's what I gather from the song. It may have a tinge of, like, political hints in it or something, but from the way I'm gathering it, it's a simple song, literally, like, kind of like a more, I guess, aggressive version of System of a Down's Roulette. That's literally what Baby reminds me of, and also a lot less sadder than Roulette. That's one thing that Roulette has, or is known for, to me, is its sadness. So, but Baby is like a more aggressive and a slightly less sadder version of the song. So yeah, Baby, automatic S tier. So the next song that we have here is a Honking Antelope. Honking Antelope it's an alright song. Definitely not one of my favorites, but it's an okay song. If how does fucking song go again? Okay, I know how the song goes. I just have to bring it into my head a little bit. It's okay. That's all I can really say. A tier. So the last song that we have here for this little tier list thing is "Lie Lie Lie," which is the second single from the album, and if I'm correct, it is the third most popular song from Serj's solo projects. "Lie Lie Lie." I never really understood the song, um, and I still don't understand the song. It may be political or something. I don't fucking know, man. But uh. Like, Lie 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 is an okay song, dude. And I mean, as I said, it's one of Serj's most popular songs for a reason. But as I said, it's not going like down here at like B or anything. It's going up here at an A tier. Oh, would you look at that? All of them, just like in there. There's 12. No, well, this if I'm correct, 12 songs. It'll be 15. So yeah, we have like 5 in a row. That's really satisfying looking. But anyways, that about does it right there for my tier list for Elect the Dead. I really love Elect the Dead, dude, and whenever I get the album, like the physical copy of the album, I will be playing that shit through my fucking CD player whenever I can, because this album is fucking phenomenal. So yeah, that pretty much about does it for this video, and yeah, if anybody has any objections with my tier list, if anybody wants to tell me about their own, please let me know in the comments. I will be glad to listen and hear. So yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.